Why Tony Gaskins, just like all men and men in the Manosphere, Tony Gaskins usually takes slick diss and slick shots at guys like Kevin Samuels, number one, Fresh and Fit, number two, Tom, Tommy Sotomayor, number three. And then any show where a woman can go up, get asked questions, and the men ask the questions, and if she just so happened to wind up looking bad on camera or conducting herself in a certain way, he typically gonna blame the man, whoever's the host of the show, for how some woman come on somebody's show or podcast and act. So typically he blamed the men for them acting that way. And he blamed the men because he feel like the men is setting them up to make themselves look crazy, looking responsible, look bad. But just the, he's something like a YouTube pastor or a pastor, right? Because typically, if you go to any form of church or any form of religion, right? Majority of religions, right, have a large, humongous women following. It's simply more women in religion than there are men. You do have men there, but based off the numbers of whatever congregation or affiliation you're with, typically the women surpass the men in count in the church. So what he realized, like some pastors realized, that if you cater to the way a woman think and what a woman want to believe, whether it's true or not true, whether it's fact or fiction, long as you cater to what they want to hear and give some truth in there, even if majority of what you're saying is a lie, you can get together and form and have a huge women following very easily. So what he did is he came to YouTube and he wanted to be a relationship coach. So he came on YouTube, right? And got a huge women following. Hardly any men to zero men follow him. Why does only a few men follow him? Most of the men that follow him, typically, as he has said, is his mentees, guys that he's mentoring, or guys that are sitting here. I'm not gonna say they're not alpha men. That ain't it. They're not men that can take charge of their lives and do what they want in the sense of relationship wise. So they're more like the guys that have been raised and only know of monogamy. They don't know of poly. They don't know of an open relationship. And they also might not be the type of guy that can get that type of relationship from a woman if he so desired to be. So typically he got these type of guys following him that have had to accept what society say type of relationship they should be in. He do not have the master men that is alpha in the nature of how they think and how they act and how they handle things. He have the ones that's more docile, more meek. The ones that conform to society, conform to the world. Not the ones that decide they want to take control of the world, take control of their world, and get whatever they want and whatever they desire relationship wise. So he got a few cronies over there, you know what I'm saying? Few posse members. But them type of men, I'm pretty sure, haven't had a whole lot of success with women. Because typically, men that have a whole lot of success with women, they typically, majority of the time, isn't about to listen to no other man about his thoughts about relationships. Unless they looking for one certain thing to help them. So, what do this mean? This mean your boy, Tony, like to take sneak dicks of all the other men. They got bigger podcasts than them, make just as much money as him, because he feel like they're hurting women and doing women wrong. Well, I wanted to bet you this, right? Kevin Samuels, Sotomayor, any other men in the ministry that have women come on that show fresh and fit, I'm like 100% certain these folks cannot pay all the women that they have that come on their show to act the way they act, even if it make them look bad on the internet. These folks, like for instance, Sotomayor been interviewing women for years, even when he first came in the game, right? So, with that being said, he didn't. Even if he could pay women now, he could pay them now for sure. But back then, he probably had the money to pay a woman to come on his show, say something that is incorrect, non-factual. Then after that, blow up on her, go off on her, and make her look bad. So all I'm saying is he ain't had the money to sit here and say, hey, I'm gonna pay you, come on here, act crazy. His show wasn't that big or popular then, he was just getting started. So why would he pay someone to come act crazy when he's not even known or relevant yet? See what I'm saying? But Tony Gaskins did an interview a long time ago with Sotomayor. And on the interview he did with him, right? Even though Tony is this guy that he's the spokesman for women in relationships, right? He didn't have no back and forth, real engagement or problem with the things Tommy Sotomayor was saying. It wasn't until this day and time, in the most recent last year and a half, since the rise of Kevin Samuel, that he want to go at all the men, and he mad at all the men, because he blamed all the men for things that go on in a relationship. He think everything is the man's fault. The woman ain't got no blame in this. So even though it's two people coming together, putting their lives together from two different lifestyles, he believes it's the man's fault if anything go wrong. Oh my God, it's your fault, buddy. She decided to make a baby with another man. Your fault. She decided to just leave for no reason. Your fault. Whatever happens, she have no fault. Zero. That Tony Gaskins tell it now. She a saint. She up there with Mary. Yeah, Mary, off the Bible. She right up there with Mary. For real. Right there with him. That Tony Gaskins said it. But let's see, why did Tony Gaskins got such a problem with Kevin Samuels? Well, one, Tony Gaskins been doing life coaching for about the last 10 to 15 years. Even though he say he is, he do a lot of life coaching for celebrities, NBA players, NFL players, right? Celebrities don't claim Tony Gaskins. So he might do it, and he might be under contract where he can't say names, but celebrities don't claim him. But I want you to notice something. Celebrities don't claim him. But celebrities do claim Kevin Samuels. Think about that. Future did if he had him in a video. If Kevin Samuels posts something, you can look up under his comment sections and multiple celebrities support him. You can see, go into his comment section and see blue check celebrities support him. Fuck with his movement. Kevin Gates, fuck with his movement. Said on the podcast, he watches the guy. But no celebrity is coming out saying they watch Tony Gaskins. Why? Well, a couple theories you can go with, right? Either he's more bigger to himself than he is to celebrity and other people. That's one. Or either he's not doing that much celebrity coaching as he says. Because look, think about this. Kevin Samuel say he do coaching, right? But Kevin Samuel didn't start taking clients for real coaching until the last year. So how can someone get celebrity clients and celebrities to come on his show and openly show their support for him in the past year versus someone that say they've been doing life coach, celebrity coaching for the last 10 years. Why haven't somebody else, like he say he work with the NFL NBA, why haven't multiple NFL players come out and say, oh hey, Tony Gaskins helped my relationship. Tony Gaskins, I'm an NBA player, point guard for the Kings. He helped me. Why haven't that happened? But Kevin Samuels got Shaq quoting him. But ain't nobody quoting Tony Gaskins in the celebrity world. Now, regular people do support him and know of him, but he's seen the fame of Kevin Samuels, and it bothered him that a man can get famous and blow up that fast and make just as much money as he make and more, and have a bigger podcast and have the support of men and women throughout the world. So then he started taking shots at him. He don't like saying his name, so he just like to call him the man in the dark. But Tony Gaskins is also the same man that if one of these men called his name out on something, he got this I ain't gonna say the Napoleon complex, but he got he think he like Tony Montana or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker think like he like Tony Montana. He about to cut all motherfuckers' ears. He gonna get hit by the hitman and all that stuff. You hear me? He feel like he that nigga. You hear me? He that nigga. You hear me? When you say his name. But he like to take sneak disses at all these men. But the part that bothered him is all these men preach the theory of the man is a prize, and if you make a certain amount of money, you are the prize, right? So whatever you want relationship-wise, someone should come meet you where you at and give you what you want. Not you being a man, meet a woman where she at, and you always giving her what she wants. So since multiple men came out with the high value men thought pattern and said, hey, I make a certain amount of money, whatever I want relationship-wise, I'm gonna get it. And if that means I want an open relationship, a poly relationship, any woman I meet gonna have to get it to me, or I'm not giving you no relationship or marriage. So now, since this is the thing, and this is the new standard that a lot of rich men are taking, especially the black ones, and a lot of white ones as well, he's mad because his monogamy way is at the end of time. It don't exist. And also, he also mad that he feel like these men is using these women. These men is using these women. That's what he say. These men with all this money and power, they just gonna make you do anything. Typically, that's what people with money and power do. They want whatever they want, and if they don't get whatever they want, they replace the person. So he's mad because the big mass majority of men that is making a whole lot of money now isn't looking at getting married to a black woman or any woman that's not with the poly lifestyle, the relationship lifestyle. And you see, he used to be a church guy, so he is a church head. So he also understands the part that he don't like to tell women is the divorce rate in the church is just as high as the one out in the street. The people that don't know nothing about God or church. It's just as high. So it's bothering him that every woman deserves a husband, but they can't find one, they can't get one. And he believes because of all of these bad and horrible men propagating this message that the man is the big old blessing, the big old bag, he everything. But the word has propagated to women for the last 20, 30, 40, even longer, that a woman is the gift of the world as well. So now he getting mad at the few men that's coming out saying the men now are the prize. You can have any woman you want as long as you reach a certain tax bracket. You can get any type of relationship you want as long as you got the style, the swag, the money, and the big D and can fuck. You can get any type. So Tony got a hatred in his heart for these type of men. He got a hatred in his heart for any type of man that decide to do whatever he want relationship wise. So he blamed men for everything. Yeah. He don't like Tom Sotomayor because Tommy will call a woman a bitch, hoe, in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? That's right up Tony Alley. Tony Gaskins, Tommy Sotomayor Alley, he'll cuss women out in a heartbeat. You hear me? In a heartbeat, you feel me? So, yeah. So you see, the Manosphere of men in the big podcast world don't acknowledge Tony Gaskins, don't want nothing to do with Tony Gaskins. And guess what? He do not have men following on his level or beneath his level, really. But all these other guys, they got rich men following. Yeah, rich men follow their podcast, fuck with their podcast, come on their podcast. But he can't get, but no men is coming to his podcast. Regular Joe Blows. And also another thing. I think he hate the fact. I ain't gonna say he hate the guy. But Steve Harvey, he always bring up that he was the first relationship coach before Steve Harvey, right? He mad that Steve Harvey stole some of his principles from his book and then put it out to the world like it was his. Well, that's what happened. Unless you got shit copyrighted, trademark, and also if you're the smaller author, people steal from the smaller people all the time if they're the bigger voice. So if you ain't about to sue him over what he did, why you always talking about it, brother? You know what I'm saying? Now, somewhere in that Bible, they say you need to forgive. So you might want to forgive Kevin Samuel, Tommy Sotomayor, Fresh and Fit, Steve Harvey. Now look, Steve Harvey situation, right? You see how his daughter be acting and wilding out, right? The reason she act like that, let Tony Gaskins tell it, is because of the men she date. Not her actions at all. It's the men she dated. Tell me, man, let that nigga tell it. That's what it is, Jack. Let him tell it. It's all the men's fault. It started raining this morning. He blamed me. His wife constipated this morning. He blamed me. He stumped his toe this morning walking out the bedroom. He blamed men. He go check his mail and his mail open. He blamed men. He go get some ice cream and his ice cream fall on the ground. He blamed me. He go to the barbecue truck to get some barbecue and they sold out. He blamed men. What a guy. What a guy. Do you hear me? What a guy. But you see, Kevin Samuel's my guy. Keep going on up, brother. The hate for you is too real. Tony Gaskins is one of your haters. Thomas Sotomayor, keep doing your thing, brother. Keep going on up. Power to you, brother. I know that gout got you, and that girl blew your foot up like a hot potato. Keep going, brother. All the Manosphere, Fresh and Fit. Keep going. Let Tony Gaskins hate. Y'all keep elevating to new levels. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be stopped. Y'all won't stop, can't stop. Rockefeller Records, get down, brother. Get down. But hey, these are the reason why Tony Gaskins hate on all these men with these big podcasts and the minister, because he want everybody to do what he did, finding one wife and settle down. But guess what? Men that got money, they want to do what the fuck they want to do. No man give a fuck about another man's opinion. They got a whole lot of money. They got a big dick that can fuck better than God should allow. No man care about another man's opinion like that, Jack. You hear me? So that's how you know the men that is concerned about his opinion about what they should do in a relationship, they're not real men. Yeah, they're not real men, Jack. But hey, yeah. If anything happened to any one of these men, investigate. Tony Gaskins, I'm telling you. Investigate that.